My name is R.A. Bellson, as you'll see on the cover of my book. This is Charcoal the Elf, Book 1, up top, which came out this past September. And some of you have already had the amazing good fortune of hearing a little bit of it. I'm happy to announce that this past Friday, Book 2 was released. So, thank you. This is called Up Top. Book 2 is called Down Below. And there's a book 3 coming out sometime next year. It's a fantasy, it's a morality story, it's written for adults, it's written for adults to read to children. There are a lot of life lessons in it, there's a lot of messages in it. I'm very, very concerned about the state of humankind, and it comes across in the book. Rave reviews for book 1. You can get both books on Amazon or Barnes & Noble. And here we go. I'm going to read the introduction. Okay. An introduction, literally. I'm an elf. I was certain I'd heard him correctly. Yes, an elf. There, in my comfy upholstered chair at the foot of my bed, barely visible in the darkness, silhouetted against the whiteness of my marble fireplace mantel, sat a figure. My intruder was smallish, about the size of a youngster of, say, 13 or so. Why would a kid break into my home? Was he delusional? Was I in danger? Softly and gently he said, "I need your help." No, that's wrong. Not need, want. I want your help. Please. It was an odd voice, high-pitched and hollow, sounding like someone talking through the cardboard roll left after paper towels were all used up. It was strangely hypnotic. It had a lulling effect on me. I'd like you to tell my story. It's an amazing story. I think people, need to know. I would tell it to you, and you could put it into words that people will want to read. A story? What story? What are you talking about? I said, running my shaking fingers through my hair, trying to fight off the tranquilizing effect of his voice. The final traces of sleep haze had lifted from my brain. This was really happening. A stranger, a truly strange stranger, had broken into my home, entered my bedroom, sat in my favorite easy chair, woken me up, and was now commissioning me to write a story for him? Gathering my wits, I forcefully pushed back the covers and shot into a sitting position. "I think you should leave," I said as firmly as I could. "Wait," he said, a sincere pleading in his voice. "I apologize for upsetting you. It was thoughtless of me. I've traveled a very long distance, and I was too impatient to wait until morning." The hypnotic, soothing cadence in his voice was taking a stronger hold. Somehow my spirits began to lift despite everything, and the remnants of my fear dissolved. "May I turn on the lamp?" I asked. "Of course," he said. "Only be prepared for what you're about to see." Steeling myself, sucking in air, expecting the worst, I turned on the bedside light. Despite all my preparations, I gasped. A slender creature, humanoid but definitely not human. Something almost human, with pointed ears, nose, and chin, light blue skin, and an amazingly thick mop of wavy black hair shot through with gray and white streaks, was sitting in my easy chair. It was true. He was an elf. "Would you like me to look human? I can, if that'll help." Before my amazed eyes, the creature blurred, melted, and rearranged itself, quickly becoming a young man, an unusually attractive one at that. Dressed in blue tights, a cape with sparkling silvery flecks along its edges, and long, pointy-toed shoes, also blue with silvery flecks. Atop his head, that same mass of thick, multi-toned hair poked in every direction. If I weren't so blissed out, I probably would have reacted differently. Instead, I simply watched, stupefied, passively accepting it as if it were an everyday occurrence. The intruder smiled a ravishing smile that seemed to shoot right through me, lulling me further. I felt my body completely relax. "You need some answers, don't you?" he asked. "I have something to show you." He pulled a wrinkled sheet of discolored paper out of his cape and handed it to me. I could see faint blue lines printed on it, a jaggedy edge on its left side, torn from an old spiral notebook. A childish hand had scrawled a note in crayon, dark orange. There was something very familiar about it. It read, "Dear Santa, hello, I hope you are not too busy. B-I-Z-Z-Y. I know you are getting ready, R-E-D-D-Y, for your big mission next month. It must be a lot of work to get ready. I would like some writing paper and some good pencils, please. Also a sharpener. I would like to be a writer when I grow up. Your friend, R.A. Bellson. P.S. I am 5. I will leave some cookies for you." My visitor continued. "I was in a storeroom yesterday and found this in an old file cabinet. A drawer opened and it flew right out and landed at my feet. As I moved about, it followed me. I knew what it was telling me. So, here I am." I held the old yellowed sheet and was transported back to the day I wrote this, at the kitchen table, my mom helping me figure out what to say, my dad all set to trudge to the corner mailbox to post it. A tear welled up. How could I refuse him? And with that, dear reader, began the strangest collaboration I think anyone has ever experienced. Then again, maybe not so strange. As I was about to learn, elves are not as mythical as we humans think they are. But you'll find out for yourself. The story begins.